Hey everyone, ready to explore some seriously cool ways to make money online from home?
Sounds fun.
We're diving deep into this article called 10 Ways to Earn Money Online from Home. And let me tell you, it's full of inspiration, whether you're looking for a side hustle or wanting to, switch things up completely career-wise.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing how much the internet has changed things, like what used to require a whole storefront, like a physical building or tons of cash up front, can now be done right from your computer.
Right, from anywhere.
Yeah.
And this article, it really highlights that whole shift.
It does.
Okay, so let's jump right in with something a lot of people consider like a fast track to online income freelancing.
Okay.
I think it's super interesting how these platforms like Upwork and Fiverr, they've basically become like global talent hubs.
Yeah.
Like, picture this. You could be chilling in, I don't know, Bali, sipping on a smoothie, and at the same time, you're designing a logo for a company in like New York City.
Totally. It's that speed and the fact that it's, global that makes freelancing so appealing to a lot of people. But there's this tip in the article, it's kind of like pro tip, that a lot of freelancers, they miss it, and that's to niche down.
Oh, okay.
So instead of being a jack of all trades, become the go-to expert for like one specific thing. Like, think about it. If you needed a website built, would you rather hire someone who, specializes in e-commerce sites, or someone who also does like wedding photography on the side?
Right. Like, I'd want the specialist.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's not just about having the skills, but like marketing them in a really smart way.
Definitely.
I also really like that story in the article about the writer who started small, like doing blog posts and stuff.
Yeah.
And they just like steadily climbed the ladder until they were landing these like big time high paying gigs.
Wow, that's awesome.
Those kind of stories really get you thinking,
It's inspiring.
Okay, so let's talk about something else. Digital products. This is where passive income gets really interesting. You create something once and you could potentially sell it thousands of times.
Right.
Ebooks, templates, stock photos, even online courses, platforms like Etsy and Gumroad, they make selling digital stuff a breeze.
So easy.
The article even talks about this teacher who like completely transformed her financial situation just by selling lesson plans online.
Get out of here.
She was making like 6 figures just from digital downloads.
That's amazing. But how do you even figure out what kind of digital product to make,
Yeah, that's a good question.
Like, where do you even begin?
The article actually has a pretty good strategy for this, which is to basically solve a problem.
Okay.
Like, think about the things that people struggle with in your area of expertise.
Yeah.
Could you put together like a step-by-step guide? Or, I don't know, a template that simplifies something that's really complicated? Or even like a really beautiful printable planner that helps people get organized?
Oh, I like that.
So it's all about seeing a need and then like crafting a digital solution that people would actually pay for.
That's such a good point.
But creating the product is only part of it, right?
Yeah.
What about all the marketing and everything?
Well, you're right. There's more to it than just hitting, publish. The article talks about the importance of automation, like setting up systems so that sales, delivery, even some customer service, that stuff happens, automatically.
Oh, wow.
Even while you're sleeping. Tools like email marketing and payment processors can really streamline things.
Okay, I'm already picturing myself waking up to sales notifications. All right, let's move on to something I've always been curious about: affiliate marketing.
All right.
This one always seemed kind of mysterious to me.
Uh-huh.
So basically, you're earning money just by recommending other people's products, right?
Yeah. Think of it kind of like being that friend who always has the best recommendations. Like, you're always giving people the best tips on what to buy.
Right.
And now you're leveraging your platform, whether it's a blog, social media, a YouTube channel, whatever.
Right.
To share products that you actually like and believe in.
The article gives the example of like a YouTuber reviewing kitchen gadgets, and they're like casually weaving in Amazon affiliate links. It sounds so like effortless.
It does.
But I'm sure there's more to it than that.
Oh, for sure. Just dropping random links all over the place is not going to get you very far. Successful affiliate marketers, they really understand their audience, like they know what their audience needs. And they create content that's actually helpful and valuable.
Okay.
Think about it: in-depth reviews, comparison guides, or even like, fun videos showing people how to use a product.
So it's about building trust and becoming like a reliable source within your specific niche.
Yeah, exactly.
The article also talks a lot about SEO. Now, I know SEO stands for search engine optimization, but can you kind of break that down for anyone who might not know what that means?
Oh, sure. SEO is basically about making sure your content shows up high in search engine results, like when you search on Google.
Okay.
So let's say someone searches for, like, I don't know, best run-in shoes.
Okay.
You want your review, where you're comparing different brands, to pop up on that first page of Google.
Oh, right. Because then more people will see it.
Exactly. And if you're recommending those shoes through your affiliate link, then the more people that find your content,
The more potential sales you make.
Exactly. And you don't have to be, an SEO expert to make it work. Even a little SEO knowledge can go a long way. Like, think about the words people actually type into Google
Yeah.
and use those naturally in your content.
Makes sense. Okay, let's talk about turning your knowledge into income with online coaching and consultant.
All right.
This seems like a good fit for people who love sharing what they know.
Definitely. And it's pretty cool how technology has made it so much easier to share that knowledge.
Right.
Like, someone in a small town can now get coaching from, like, a world-famous expert, who lives across the world.
Yeah.
And for the coaches, it's a great way to reach more people and also to make their income more diverse.
The article talks about using social media to share, like, free advice, which I love because it's kind of like you're giving people a sample of your expertise before they commit to, like, actual coaching.
Yeah, totally. Think about it. Valuable tips, showing people how you work behind the scenes, or even doing Q&As where you're answering your audience's biggest questions.
I like that.
All for free.
And then once you've built that trust and gotten people interested, you can use tools like Calendly and Zoom to schedule everything and manage your clients easily.
It's so much easier.
The article also mentions group coaching as a way to, like, reach more people and maybe even earn more.
Yeah, group coaching is great. It creates a cool community where people can learn from each other and support each other's progress.
Okay, I'm really excited about this next one, print on demand. This is where things get creative.
Right. So you can design and sell your own merchandise, but you don't have to deal with all the inventory and shipping,
I love that.
It sounds so appealing.
It is. It's like having your own virtual merch factory. You come up with the designs, upload them to a platform, and they take care of the rest. Printing, shipping, everything.
That's amazing.
And it's especially good for people who are just starting out and don't want to spend a lot of money on inventory.
Right, right. The article mentions this graphic designer who, get this, they were making t-shirts with funny quotes based on, like, viral TikTok trends.
That's brilliant. So you got to know what's trendy, right?
Definitely. And understand what your audience likes.
Yeah, but it's not just about slapping a trendy phrase on a t-shirt.
All right.
The article also says to use high-quality design tools like Canva or Photoshop so your products look professional.
That's so important.
It is.
What other tips does it give for people who want to get into print on demand? One that stood out was using social media platforms like TikTok and Instagram Reels to promote your designs.
Oh, yeah.
Short, eye-catching videos can get people's attention fast and send them straight to your online store.
Awesome. Okay, let's talk about YouTube. Now, I know what you're thinking. You need millions of subscribers to make any real money on YouTube.
Right.
But that's not necessarily true.
Yeah, you don't. The article says even smaller channels can do really well, even if you don't show your face on camera.
Right.
It's because YouTube has all these different ways to make money, not just through ads.
Oh, okay.
There's sponsorships, affiliate marketing, and even selling your own products or services. The main thing is to find your audience and make good content that they'll actually enjoy.
They even had this example of a channel that was making a bunch of money just by reviewing budget gadgets.
That's cool.
And they were using Amazon affiliate links. So you really don't have to be a big-time YouTuber to make it work.
Nope. And no matter how big or small your channel is, consistency is key.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that before.
You got to upload regularly. It keeps your audience engaged, and it tells YouTube that your channel is active, so they're more likely to promote it.
So it's not just about making awesome content, but making awesome content consistently.
Exactly. And don't forget about SEO.
Right, I'm seeing a pattern here.
It's all about making sure your videos show up in search results.
So think about the words people are actually typing into YouTube when they're looking for stuff.
Yeah, and use those keywords in your video titles and descriptions.
Gotcha. Okay, let's switch gears again and talk about online courses. These have become so popular, and there's a reason for that. Platforms like Udemy and Skillshare, they've really changed the way people learn. And they've given experts a great way to share what they know and make some money at the same time.
It's pretty amazing. You don't have to work for a fancy university or anything.
Right.
If you've got a skill or knowledge that people want to learn, you can teach it online and build a whole business around it.
The article talks about a photographer who created a course about smartphone photography.
Cool.
And now they're making passive income just by sharing their knowledge about something they're passionate about.
That's the dream.
It is. And there are so many different topics you can teach online: coding, photography, personal development, social media marketing, anything you can think of.
Pretty much. And when you're making your online course, the most important thing is to make sure your lessons are interesting and easy to understand.
Right. Keep people engaged.
Exactly. Break down information into smaller chunks, explain things clearly, and use visuals to make it all more engaging.
The article even suggests using easy-to-use video editing tools like iMovie or Premiere Rush, so you don't need to be a tech expert to create professional-looking videos.
Nope. And here's another good tip from the article. Offer a free mini course to get people interested.
Oh, like a little preview?
Yeah, it's a great way to show off your teaching style, give people something valuable for free, and get them to sign up for your email list so you can tell them about your paid courses.
Smart. Okay, for all you photography lovers out there, let's talk about turning those skills into passive income with stock photography and videography.
All right.
Platforms like Shutterstock and Adobe Stock are always looking for high-quality images and videos, and they pay you for your work.
It's crazy to think that something as simple as uploading your photos and videos can actually make you money for years to come.
Right.
Like, people and companies can license and use your stuff for their websites, marketing materials, social media posts, all sorts of things.
So it's a long-term investment.
It is, and the need for good visuals is only growing.
The article says that business, lifestyle, and technology are some of the most popular categories.
Yeah, those are the kinds of images companies use all the time for their branding and marketing.
Makes sense.
But it's not just about having a good camera and knowing how to use it.
Oh, what else is there?
You gotta have a good eye for composition, storytelling, and capture emotion in your photos and videos.
Wow, okay.
And you gotta know what looks good to different types of audiences and industries.
That's a lot to think about.
It is. But the more good stuff you have on these platforms, the more likely you are to find buyers and make money passively.
Okay, so we've talked about a lot of different options, but what about people who are just starting out and looking for something a little more, entry level?
Well, remote customer service jobs are a great option.
Oh yeah, those are popular.
More and more companies are letting people work from home, so they need people to help customers remotely.
Right.
It's a good way to get some experience working online, especially if you like talking to people and solving problems.
You definitely need good communication skills for that.
Oh, for sure. And you got to be good at solving problems and have patience and empathy.
Makes sense.
And the best part is that you can usually set your own hours, which is great if you've got other things going on in your life.
Totally. The article recommends checking out job boards like Flex Jobs and LiveOps.
Oh, yeah. Those are good ones.
They specialize in remote work opportunities.
All right, let's wrap up this first part of our deep dive with a strategy that takes a little more time and effort, but it can be super rewarding in the long run: blogging and niche websites.
Okay, tell me more.
So, building a successful blog or website takes time and dedication, but you can make a lot of money through ads, affiliate marketing, and sponsored posts.
I can see that.
Especially if you create really good content that focuses on a specific audience.
Like what? Give me an example.
Okay, let's say you're super passionate about, healthy eating.
Okay.
You could create a blog where you share healthy recipes, meal planning tips, and reviews of kitchen gadgets.
Yum. I'd read that.
The article actually talks about this travel blogger who built a really popular website by sharing budget travel tips.
Cool.
And now they're making a good living just by doing something they love and sharing it with the world.
It's inspiring, right?
It is. So it's all about finding something you're passionate about and that other people are interested in.
Okay, and then once you've found your niche and you're making great content, what's next?
Remember our friend SEO?
Oh, right.
It's super important for getting people to actually find your blog or website.
Makes sense.
So learn how search engines work and make sure you're using the right keywords.
Like thinking about what people are typing into Google.
Exactly. And don't give up too soon.
Oh, yeah. Patience is key.
Blogging is a long game. It takes time and effort, but it's worth it if you're in it for the long haul.
Wow, that was a lot of info.
I know, right?
But so inspiring.
Definitely.
We've covered so much already, and there's still more to come.
That's right. It's really cool to see how many people are out there, taking that leap and, trying to make money online.
Yeah.
It's like that whole entrepreneurial spirit is alive and well.
Totally.
And the internet's made it possible for, well, pretty much anyone.
Yeah.
If you've got a good idea and, you're comfortable with technology, you can build a whole business.
From anywhere.
From anywhere.
And as we, keep looking at these different ways to make money online, it's clear that being creative and coming up with new ideas, that's what makes the difference.
Absolutely.
So let's go back to print on demand for a sec, where artistic stuff meets online business.
It's a cool concept.
It's awesome how platforms like Printify and Redbubble, they let you design and sell merch without dealing with all the factory stuff and shipping and all that.
It's so much easier.
It really is.
It's like having your own factory, but it's all online.
Right. You make the designs, upload them, and they handle the rest.
Exactly.
This is perfect for, if you want to try being an entrepreneur, but you don't want to spend a ton of money up front.
Yeah, no huge investments.
The article talked about this graphic designer who was using TikTok trends to sell t-shirts with funny sayings on them.
Oh, smart.
And they were making banks.
That's awesome.
It shows how staying up to date on trends and knowing your audience can really pay off.
Yeah.
Especially with print on demand.
Definitely. But it's not just about jumping on any random trend,
Yeah, what else is important?
The article said you gotta create high-quality designs that your audience will actually like,
So think about the message you want to send.
Yeah, the feeling you want to create,
Uh-huh.
and make sure it fits with your brand.
And using professional design tools, those can make a big difference too.
Oh yeah, tools like Canva or Photoshop.
They make your products look so much better.
Way more professional.
It's worth taking the time to learn how to use them.
Absolutely. And one more thing, don't be afraid to ask for feedback.
Oh, that's a good one.
Share your designs with friends, post them online, get opinions from potential customers before you start selling anything.
Okay, now let's talk about a platform that's everywhere these days. YouTube.
All right, YouTube.
A lot of people think you need millions of followers to make money on there.
Right, you got to be super famous.
But the article actually says that even smaller channels, even ones where you don't show your face, can be successful.
You don't have to be a celebrity.
Nope.
What's cool about YouTube is that there are so many different ways to make money.
Okay, like what?
Besides ads, you can get sponsorships, do affiliate marketing, or even sell your own products or services.
Wow, so many options.
It's all about finding your audience and making great content that they actually want to watch.
You think about what you're passionate about, what you know a lot about.
Exactly. And what you like to watch yourself.
The article had this example of a faceless channel that was making a bunch of money just by reviewing cheap gadgets.
Really?
And they were using Amazon affiliate links.
Smart.
It's so inspiring to see that you don't have to be a huge YouTuber to make it work.
You really don't. The most important thing is consistency.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that before.
You've got to upload new videos regularly to keep people coming back for more.
Right, keep them engaged.
And it also tells YouTube that your channel is active, so they're more likely to show your videos to more people.
So it's not just about making great content, it's about making it consistently.
Exactly. And don't forget about SEO. It's everywhere online.
It seems like it.
You got to make sure your videos show up in search results, so think about what people are searching for on YouTube and use those words in your video titles and descriptions.
Okay, so use keywords strategically.
Exactly. And there's even more to YouTube than that, like interacting with your viewers, promoting your videos on other platforms, and working with other creators in your niche.
It's a whole world in itself.
It is. Okay, let's talk about online courses.
All right.
They've become super popular because they make it easier for people to learn new things and for experts to share what they know.
It's a win-win.
Platforms like Udemy and Skillshare, they've really changed the game.
And it's awesome that you don't need to work for a university or anything to teach people.
Nope. If you know something that other people want to learn, you can teach it online and build a whole business around it.
That's awesome.
The article mentioned a photographer who created a course about smartphone photography and is now making a good living from it. It just shows that you can turn your passion into a real income stream.
And there are courses on pretty much anything you can think of. Coding, digital marketing, writing, personal development.
If you're passionate about it, you can probably teach it.
Exactly. Now, when you're creating an online course, what's the most important thing to keep in mind?
You got to make your lessons interesting and easy to follow.
Okay, break down the information into smaller pieces.
Yeah, explain things clearly and use visuals to help people understand.
The article recommended using easy video editing software like iMovie or Premiere Rush.
Those are good ones. You don't need fancy equipment to make professional-looking videos.
That's good to know.
And don't forget about marketing. Offering a free mini course is a great way to attract new students.
Yeah, that's a good tip.
It shows people what your teaching style is like and gives them something valuable for free.
And then they might be more likely to buy your paid course.
Exactly. Okay, now let's talk about stock photography and videography.
All right, for the visual folks out there,
This one's for you if you love taking photos and videos.
there are platforms like Shutterstock and Adobe Stock that are always looking for good quality visuals, and they actually pay you for your work.
That's cool.
It's kind of wild to think that you can make money for years just from uploading your photos and videos.
Oh no. People and companies can use your stuff for all sorts of things.
Like websites, ads, social media, all that.
It's crazy how much need there is for good visuals these days.
And it's only going to grow.
Totally.
Yeah.
The article said that images and videos related to business, lifestyle, and technology are super popular right now.
Those are the ones companies use all the time.
But it's not just about having a fancy camera, you know.
What else is important?
You gotta have a good eye for what looks good, you know.
Composition, telling a story with your visuals, capturing emotion.
And you gotta understand what works for different audiences and industries.
It's like a whole art form in itself.
It is. And the more high quality stuff you have online, the more likely you are to make money.
Okay, so we've talked about a lot of different ways to make money online. But what about people who are just starting out and looking for something a little easier to get into?
Well, remote customer service jobs are a great option.
Yeah, those are popular.
More and more companies are hiring people to work from home, so the need for customer service reps is huge.
That makes sense.
It's a good way to get some experience working online, and you usually get to set your own hours, which is great for flexibility.
The article said to check out job boards like FlexJobs and LiveOps.
Those are great resources for finding remote work.
And lastly, let's go back to blogging and niche websites.
All right.
This one takes a little more patience, but it can be really rewarding if you stick with it.
Definitely. You can make money through ads, affiliate marketing, and sponsored posts.
And the key is to create good content that a specific audience will love.
Exactly. The article gave an example of a travel blogger who built a successful website by sharing budget travel tips.
That's awesome.
It just shows that if you find the right niche and consistently create valuable content, you can make a real income from it.
It's all about finding that sweet spot where your passion meets what people are looking for online.
Exactly. And don't forget about our friend SEO.
Right. Make sure people can actually find your website.
Think about what people are searching for on Google and use those keywords in your content.
Gotcha. And remember, consistency is key.
Blogging is a marathon, not a sprint.
You got to be in it for the long haul.
You know, as we've been talking about all these different ways to make money online, one thing has really stood out to me.
What's that?
The importance of community.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
Whether you're making videos, writing blog posts, offering coaching, or selling merch, connecting with people is key.
You got to build relationships.
And in a world that's so digital, having a sense of community online is really important.
So true. So as we wrap up this part of our deep dive, let's think about what we've learned so far and how we can use it to achieve our own online earning goals. It's kind of crazy to think about how many ways there are to make money online these days.
I know, right? The internet has opened up so many doors that didn't even exist a few years ago.
It's like a whole new world of opportunity.
And the best part is you can often turn your hobbies and passions into a real income.
Like if you're into photography, fitness, technology, whatever, there's probably a way to make money from it online.
Definitely. The article we've been talking about really stresses the importance of finding your niche.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
It seems like niching down is key for a lot of these online earning methods.
Makes sense though, right? Like if you were looking for help with your taxes, you'd probably rather hire an accountant who specializes in small businesses.
Oh, absolutely. Instead of someone who, does everything.
Right. You want someone who really knows their stuff.
Exactly. When you focus on a specific niche, you become the expert, and people are more likely to trust you and pay for your services.
And that applies to pretty much anything online, right?
Yeah. Freelancing, digital products, YouTube, you name it.
Niching down helps you stand out and attract the right audience.
Speaking of attracting the right audience, we got to talk about SEO again.
Oh yeah, SEO, our old friend.
It's so important for getting your content seen by the people who are actually looking for it.
Whether it's your website, your YouTube channel, or your social media posts.
SEO is all about understanding how search engines work and using that knowledge to your advantage.
So it's not just about, like, stuffing your content with keywords.
No, it's got to be natural and make sense for the people reading it or watching it.
And most importantly, your content needs to be high quality and valuable to your audience.
Exactly. People can tell when you're just trying to game the system.
You got to be genuine and passionate about what you're doing.
Okay, let's circle back to online courses for a minute.
I love talking about those.
They've really changed the way we learn and teach.
And they've created so many opportunities for people to share their knowledge and make money.
It's pretty awesome that you don't need any fancy credentials to teach an online course.
Like, you don't need a PhD or anything.
Nope. If you've got a skill that other people want to learn, you can teach it.
The article mentioned a photographer who's making passive income from a smartphone photography course.
That's so cool.
It just shows that you can turn your passion into a profitable business.
And there are courses on pretty much every topic imaginable.
So if you're thinking about creating an online course, what's the best advice you can give?
Keep your lessons short, engaging, and easy to understand.
Break down complex information to bite-sized pieces.
Use visuals, tell stories, and make it fun.
And the article suggested using simple video editing software.
Oh yeah, you don't need anything super complicated.
Tools like iMovie and Premiere Rush are perfect for beginners.
And don't forget to offer a free mini course to attract new students.
Oh yeah, that's a great way to give people a taste of what you offer.
Now for all the visual creatives out there, let's talk about stock photography and videography.
All right, time to unleash your inner artist.
Platforms like Shutterstock and Adobe Stock are a goldmine for photographers and videographers.
They're always looking for high-quality visuals, and they'll pay you for your work.
And the beauty of stock photography and videography is that it's passive income.
You upload your work once, and it could potentially make you money for years.
As long as people keep buying licenses to use your photos and videos.
The article said that business, lifestyle, and technology visuals are in high demand right now.
Yeah, companies are always looking for those kinds of images.
So if you're good at capturing those kinds of shots, you could be sitting on a gold mine.
And while technical skills are important, don't underestimate the power of creativity and storytelling.
Yeah, your photos and videos need to capture people's attention and evoke emotion.
And the more high-quality content you have on these platforms, the more likely you are to make sales.
Okay, so we've talked about a lot of creative ways to make money online, but what about something a little more, down to earth?
Well, remote customer service jobs are always a solid option.
Especially for people who are new to working online.
Yeah, it's a great way to get your feet wet and gain some experience.
And with so many companies embracing remote work these days, the demand for customer service reps is sky high.
Plus, you usually get to set your own hours, which is awesome for flexibility.
The article suggested looking at job boards like FlexJobs and LiveOps.
Those are great resources for finding remote work opportunities.
And lastly, let's revisit blogging and niche websites.
This one takes time and dedication, but it can be incredibly rewarding.
If you're passionate about a topic and you're willing to put in the work, building a successful blog or website can be a game changer.
The article highlighted a travel blogger who built a whole business around their love of budget travel.
That's so inspiring.
It just shows that you can turn your passion into a profitable online venture.
So what are the key takeaways for aspiring bloggers and website owners?
Find your niche, create valuable content, and master the art of SEO.
Those are the 3 pillars of success.
And don't forget about consistency.
Show up regularly, engage with your audience, and keep learning and growing.
As we wrap up our deep dive into the world of online income, one thing is clear. The possibilities are endless.
There's truly something for everyone, no matter your skills, interests, or experience level.
And the internet has made it possible for people all over the world to create their own opportunities and achieve financial freedom.
So if you've been thinking about taking the leap into the world of online earning, don't wait any longer.
Start exploring the options, find your niche, and take action.
The future is online, and it's full of potential for those who are bold enough to seize it.
So what are you waiting for?
Get out there and start building your dream online business.
Until next time, happy earning.
Catch you later.